Are you alive, Richard?
Tourist camp.
Yeah, I'm all
Between
right.
Kite Bluff and
Hopefully.
Hawthorne on Route 1. I've tried to find.
Are you a morning person, Richard?
Because they say it's 12 miles
yeah.
from
I am too.
Southern Pines. I drove all the way around, trying to figure, if that.
And it gets
Well,
about,
people you go
Couldn't
find
find
out.
but,
My wife.
these two drifters came in.
before the stroke, I
Tried to help him.
really miss that.
And saving his money because he carried hundreds of dollars in his pocket in 1937.
It's my best time of the day. I tell you, he just misses the he's an idol. Now, when it gets to be
Yeah,
about
that pond
8:30
is,
at night, I'm ready to
I
go.
had to call the county engineer to find out where that pond was.
Oh, yeah.
If you go, you know, when you're on
And
Midland,
it's so
and you
funny.
turn,
One of
to go
my
north on
children
Route
was
1,
a morning
you
person.
know that
all
little
the
jog
time.
up on Yadkin Road,
And
and
in
there's a
his
street right there.
adult life, he's got a
Turn
job
right.
that he has to be there
That
for.
pond
So he's
is
kind of
just after you turn,
But it's just in their
it's to the
personality. I
right,
can remember as a
if you
child,
look
I
through
get
the
up on
trees, you see the
Saturday
pond.
and my father
That
and
was
mother,
the
everybody in the
sign.
house was asleep and I just go outside and look. I was happy.
So that was kind of interesting
They
to
were
find
sleeping, and I
because that used to be the
can't.
swimming hole. And,
Good morning.
they hit him over the head with a sandbag while he was
Elizabeth,
driving.
Yes, ma'am.
And they
may I speak to
knifed
you?
him, left him near the
Printed
way,
out another
left
zero.
his car there.
I guess because I'd already started
Yeah, because
last
they
night.
didn't have anything in it, yes.
Yeah.
They made their way to
But I don't know, do they need to sign the
First,
second
when
one?
they
They
found
signed
the
that
taxi.
first one that came out.
I have some, so it'll be attached to
the
the.
case in a large car. And he took him to Raleigh. Long story. But the interesting thing is I've had three, I've had the granddaughter for the sheriff, for one of the deputies, and the taxi cab driver raping, raping me for the story.
John Wallace.
That's been really kind of nice. They all reached out. So anyway, check it out.
And I checked on everything.
Ran another
He said it should be approved. Yes, sir. For the most part, but he wants us to approve a land expenditure. And of course, we know why we're not, because she voted in person. She doesn't.
So he had a list of people?
Yes.
Oh, we got it.
Sure.
We got it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is how that one printed out.
So as of.
So is it
I mean, obviously, it's a combination.
2 people or 4 people?
No, more than
What what we were working like, so things.
Right now, does he have his reasons why he thinks that these should be approved?
under 40B, different things. I need to get Andrew and print out all this.
Did you get me sleep?
So basically, inventory. and
So you literally.
maintaining your power.
Yeah, right now. I thought you were
What's the laptops are-
Laptop.
And then it's the big problem, all this one, but I wish everybody got all the way. So what do you have to do for the laptops?
I have stickers that will go on. Make sure.
But there is
Oh, so we
It's
just,
just ignite.
we just rent those from.
So it says here that they had submitted or planned to make as much as so, is that something that we have to determine whether they actually? So, but so we always says find a list of those who told us that they had submitted or planned to submit. So these are two different things. You need to submit. You can plan to submit it, but I don't mean it's
Well,
submit
no, they
it.
had to. I seen some of his conversation, they give you some.
We also gotta get off. I should say all of them.
I'm sorry. That's what I always do. I always put you in.
And you see on the bottom, the three that he will,
Annie.
and one time, Elizabeth, when you and I talked last night, you see it was missing the witness signature, and so you agree to get a ballot.
Was the water very deep in your tires?
No, it wasn't. It had gone down.
So these other two, didn't, because this one says, this one was.
One was.
Yeah, so these other two didn't return.
Yeah.
And so they put a plan to do it, and they just didn't. I don't know.
But I'll tell
How are you
them.
doing? Nice to have you back.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet, but I heard you wrote
They
something.
told us one thing, and then came back and said, no, you can't do that.
No, wrong lady.
Wrong lady?
But we did issue them a new ballot, and of course, I should.
You're not the gal
On
who's
what
the
day
former,
The 20
clerk.
ballot went on the 20.
Okay.
of October?
My mistake. The mask thing.
State told us what we had to do.
I mean,
She's
it's not
got a
like it
double
was the
name.
day before.
No.
She was sitting
But,
there.
Yeah.
but once again, if we mail it out on someone first, I don't know how many days it would take to get it.
Well, you're Kim. I'm sorry. I know. You
And at
showed
that
me
time,
around the,
Angela Kim with the eyeballs.
yes, yeah. Thank you for.
But I also don't, you know.
Sorry,
somehow
I
the-
was getting
You see
confused.
part of the country you haven't seen.
That, I went, that's pretty up there. I never would have been up there.
And then he said that his hand says he registered.
Yeah, I'm here.
Actually ran off county. Curious, and I said, "Oh, I know county." And he actually registered.
I don't even know.
So are you gonna go over and touch on these or just?
Well, I think we should. I don't need to, I'll let you respond to them as soon as I can. They don't, for the most part, the ones that write things, there's no reason. And I just double check to make sure that I don't call any voter who don't know about what we saw.
Okay, well, when I went home, I looked up this general statute, talking about counting, and it says here that, if the person is registered and is voted in the precinct and was otherwise eligible, which I think is, you know, your caveat. But that the ballot should be counted, but otherwise, if they're not eligible to vote, no.
And then
But it
these
says
are the next ones.
voter was properly registered and voted in the election by the county board, no mistake, an election official in giving the voter a ballot or failing to comply shall serve to prevent the counting of the vote of any ballot item if the voter was eligible by registration qualified by residency to vote. So that goes back to this other woman who I know that we're gonna approve today, but I think that, and I could be wrong because I'm not an attorney, but this to me
We're
says
still
that
looking for that rock.
she's eligible to vote.
Yeah, just because
Read that in the-
I haven't marked the worksheet county, but from what I can tell, you should completely.
All right, well, let's get this show on. the road.
I'm sorry.
How are you this morning, Carol?
You're a cute guy.
It's gonna be sunny today. I promise.
So there's so many
Did
already.
you have any incidents at all?
Yes.
All right. All right, so this meeting will now reconvene. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So Mrs. Clinton, where would you like to start today?
So this is me fully funded.
Okay, Madam Chair, I assume you're reconvening the meeting, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where we left off last night was considering Mrs. Wells' provisional ballot. And after the board went home, Angela said to me that there had been an email, and I had not seen that email. And so, as you know, I stayed here last night to find the email. And this all happened on election day, in the heat of all these phone calls and going back and forth. And it does appear that Ms. Duncan Spencer did submit Ms. Mary Lane Wells' name on a list that came in at 10 o'clock on that morning. And she indicates that she believes a MAP team had taken the request for that. I did not check the log, but we did not get the request. And so Angela then sent in a help desk ticket to the state board about what should we do. And we did get an answer, as you saw, from the state that we could issue provisional ballot. So that's what we did. And Carrie only knew that she was told to go down to the rehab and meet the MAT member, go down there with him. And prepared the ballots. And so we did not violate the law by sending out a ballot to somebody that had not asked for a ballot. She was included on that, but I was not aware of the incident and its specifics. And as you know, how the phone rings off the hook on election day. I'm sure that they said to me, Glenda, we're gonna go down there, and I would have supported that. In fact, I had discussed with them after our Saturday board meeting that whatever we had to do, we had to get some people to the match teams to go out to the facilities that we had not gotten to, that we had Sunday afternoon, Monday, and Tuesday. And so it is my recommendation to the board that we approve the ballot of Ms. Wells.
Okay, so in just a second ago, though, you mentioned Alonda Duncan Spencer. So is she at that same home, or were you meaning Mary?
She is the activities director at that home.
Alonda Duncan Spencer is?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So with that direction, do we all feel comfortable?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, so moving on from Marlene Wells.
Now, we had a motion on the table last night,
So we need to,
just vote to approve that.
Yes, the motion was
we
made and
tabled
seconded.
the motion, so we would now vote to approve. In fact, I think did we approve all the other ones before that? I thought
And then
maybe
there
we
was a
did.
section, we got a cutoff section, and then we got to this one, and there was some confusion. And I know that there was a motion made and seconded to approve
And then we
Marlene Wells'
we
ballot.
just
The last
deferred
section.
till
Today.
reconvene.
So I would like to move to accept Marlene Wells' ballot. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, motion's been made and seconded to approve the ballot for Marlene Wells. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Excellent, the motion carries unanimously. So we can now move on to Alonda Duncan Spencer.
I think we discussed that
We
already.
talked about that one.
Okay,
I thought we kind of, I think you announced that we would disapprove
That one?
the
Yes.
provisional
Yeah, she
ballot.
already- she
And
already
I don't know if we
voted.
voted on it, but I think we all by acquiescence agree
Okay.
with you.
All right, good deal then. So then that leaves us with Isaiah Vamper, who's our hearing this afternoon. So Mrs. Clendenin, do you need a motion to accept the absentee ballots from wherever our last cutoff date is to the end of our list?
Yeah, we didn't vote on the last section, so that's what we need to do. We
You know how
stopped
Bill
at a
was-
certain point.
Just the
It
remaining
started with a
section.
T. It was the top of the page. And I didn't bring it with me. I can tell you which one it was.
I usually put a line, a D.
Yes. Dowd was the next, he would be the first one in the batch we have not yet rolled up. And from there, Dowd to the end.
Okay. Did you have it in front of you?
So I'll make a motion that we approve staff's recommendation to approve the ballots or provisional ballots from Shay Dow on page 33 all the way through to Alonda Duncan Spencer on page 52.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries unanimously.
Can I make just one comment before we
Please.
go on? I was most effusive in my praise of the staff yesterday, and I stand by that. But I do think that we are only as good in making rulings as the information presented to us, and we rely exclusively on the staff for that. And I understand what happened, and I understand the complexities of election day and all that, but we've had 9 days since election day. So I think I would only urge the staff to make sure they coordinated with each other on anything like this that comes up ahead of time. It could have saved us some time yesterday, because we're only as good as the information you give us.
Well, and I know that there was, I think Carrie had mentioned a couple times that you've been working on this list and making some changes. So I'd like to ask at this time, have there been any changes to this list since we reviewed it and approved any of these ballots?
Other than the decisions you, the board, have made on changing some of those recommendations that the staff had, no. I've already
Our list
updated
is
those
the
in the
same.
system. The ones that the board wanted to approve or disapprove differently than what we recommended, I've already made those changes in the system.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Clendenin?
I apologize to the board for it not being in better shape, but it was extremely difficult this time, as you can imagine, with the state having the issues with their verification too. There's definitely room for improvement, so I apologize. And after we left last night, we received several correspondence from John Wallace, the attorney for the Democratic Party, telling me what provisionals. They had done some research and reached out to some of our provisional voters, or some of their provisional voters, and telling us what we needed to approve. And so I've got to reply back to him. One, I think it's important that we did not approve, and we should not have approved. It was a Lonnie Ray Birchfield. He claimed to say to the Democratic Party that he came into the Board of Elections to register to vote. And so we had that he was active in Randolph. So I asked Carrie this morning, first thing, to call Randolph County and find out what the situation was with him, if he had voted up there, or exactly what was going on. He actually registered with them in October of this year, so he did not register. So he was just confused, I think, maybe where he thought he should be. And they think we should recommend approval of a girl who showed her residence address as Wilmington, and it's been more than 30 days before the election that she moved to Wilmington, that we disapproved. So I verified everything that y'all did, and there was only just a few that we had a difference of opinion in what the voter claimed to them when they spoke to them. They wanted to be assured that the cures had been done properly, and we did do the cures properly. You'll remember that we had a period of time that the state told us the cure would take care of the witness absence signature. And then the court said no, and then they told us to stop doing anything for days. So we had two that did not have witness signatures. And so during that period that we were told no, that wouldn't work, we issued new ballots to them. They did not return it to vote. And so the cure would not have helped them by the ruling of the court. So we did exactly what we needed to do. But I will be answering Mr. Wallace as soon as we're through today with all of his questions. But we've done a great job. Y'all have done a great job to, for the most part, approve everything that he's expected us to approve. And where we haven't, y'all did the correct thing. So I feel good about land.
Okay. Thank you.
So I think, Madam Chairman, unless there's something else, the ladies can begin to open so we can tabulate these provisional ballots.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's start tabulating.
Let me give you as well ballot, Annie.
Do we need to sign the tape on this tabulator?
Yes, you do.
Or no? I've done it. Yeah.
Yes.
Three spots. I was supposed to sign three copies. I didn't do that.
Brian, you need to know
This
what
one's possible.
but he moved to Cameron and he voted.
Sound good?
So I'm not sure why they can't.
Just one
Well,
spot.
I just want your vote to go into the tabulator. So I just wanted to clarify and let you know, because I saw that. Yes, okay. And there is coffee available if anybody needs coffee.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Taking advantage of it.
Lovely. I got myself.
Somebody's in the club.
I see the trash cans back here. I need bugs, I'm sorry.
We got some of the tape over there.
Yes.
I know you're last Here it goes.
Cheese hearts.
Yes. I think the one time I went there, I had one of these questions.
Plus.
Yeah, 73,000.
I had one special. But I heard.
It's,
Yeah. I'm wondering. I was gonna say,
Annie, may I have a cup of coffee? I'm sorry.
oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go get it now. Spill it on the other.
I was on my laptop. So
Maybe just.
if this gentleman is going to come to the hearing this afternoon.
I doubt he will. He told me he had to work on Friday, so. Annie right in front of you. Yeah. Well, Susan, are you celebrating yet?
I'm celebrating right here with my dear friend.
Oh, happy birthday, Susan.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. Can't imagine a better place to be on my birthday.
Where's that screen? May I request the screen be replaced?
I hope you all will raise your feet because it's getting deep in here. When do we start singing?
It's a real wake up call.
The irony to me, my daddy always said, my mother said it was a Sunday when she was there. So when I realized this morning, first thing I can almost hear Dad. I told you.
Did you resign the president?
But
Do you feel like you
he was always teasing about it. And I said, my mother was always shaking her head and trusting me.
So what's the what's that?
It's a nice, it's where we all grew up. So we, yeah, it's not an enormous thing, but it's certainly handles problems.
So if I go south,
All the way down. They could register. And there is a. Everybody.
is that still the same?
Yes. Well, they're not adopted, and they're been several times.
Yes.
No. Color coded.
Well, that was kind of curious when I read this story. It's fun, which I used to be these women.
So do we know how many of these? I did not count them. So do we know how many are going in today?
I didn't do that last weekend. I actually relaxed last weekend. So everything.
Terry, is the 401 the correct one?
Yes, that is most recently, and I changed their numbers, so that is correct.
101.
And here comes this call.
That had to be approved.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I hold on to the bike with.
Drop the bike, hit the call. I don't know if you've been looking back on the good.
Put all the envelope and
Okay, love to.
I was picking
Two hundred and 66.
Yeah, what about these? These are already.
Oh,
Where's the?
Elizabeth,
and
400 waters of grandson, I'm sorry, they're 126 plus 8, so 134 that are to be tabulated.
So
Thank you.
I was reading the
And 1 penny, which we know what that's
fire
on.
grounds, in the quality.
Lee County, Alaska.
She already put together about 20 snowballs that I could counter.
Those are the.
Oh, my.
Yeah, those are. No more. They've got that.
That was,
Now, you wouldn't know anything about that because you never get snow down.
not enough to tell anybody
And-
between
and-
seven.
and frankly, that was just a mile. Snow, you know, Thanksgiving came, we had snow like this, winter, but I don't think it's true. You know, snow is a very occasional thing.
I always tell my clients when you're moving down, if it starts to snow.
So there's only been one really big snowstorm since I've been here. And so at the time, getting the house fixed up, long. So I said, let's go in town, get some breakfast. And we go out, and of course, there's nothing else, because we used to it. Not a soul. We get into planners. These people don't know.
No, we don't. Yes,
So is there something,
I don't know, I was just watching Craig and Elizabeth.
is there any we can do?
Well, duplicate these. Maybe a letter of the month.
I have a letter opener, but we're gonna need the stamps.
Now, the envelopes that you just opened, are those, where are those coming from?
Those are provisional.
Yeah.
And they got the wrong ballots. So
They came to vote the wrong place, where they didn't have.
But they're put in
access
that,
to
the poll workers put them in those packages for, to separate, to segregate them from the, everything else, okay.
and I'm assuming they should have got another 3 ballots. So that's all we had.
I think it's,
Until
Babs is a
given,
one, right?
given a 1, that should have been 3.
What's their new address, Greg?
It's on here though. It says they were given a 1, but they should have gotten a 3.
And Bill, if we don't approve any ballot, if we don't approve a ballot, they designed that envelope where we could get the application out. We never looked at what somebody voted. It's not approved. So that's why they have that special expensive envelope that has the clear panel on the top, so we can get to the.
I just
application.
hadn't seen those before.
Right. They're very expensive.
So I'm gonna get Angela to tell me what to write on this.
Is there one you want us to be working on?
Y'all can do this one.
And so this is Southern move
So just
to
be
Southern
alright?
Times. It's a
Be
B one. Is that the one he's working on?
Oh,
No,
you're talking about, okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So
That's a new precinct.
Yeah,
Linda,
it's-
They voted it passed, but it should be.
I have to take the ballot out of here and duplicate it. Is that what I'm
it's
doing?
an EUR, right?
I think that they've gotten the wrong ballot, so we're gonna put their answers on the correct ballot and it'll be a partial. So yes, does everybody get it? All right. I'm not gonna care. So yours, move to Southern Pines, they've got a B one, I need to put it on a 3. Okay. Very good.
So your precinct that you're gonna put in here.
So they're gonna not have a house vote, is that right, or a congressional vote?
It's the congressional. Yes, they're registered on something.
So I have to ask you for a correct ballot.
They should have
We have this.
So you'll mark all the.
All right, this should be a 3. How do we know? what
Do I put original on this
Say.
provisional?
3. Okay.
Yes.
So you'll
So-
just write provisional at the top and then SLS in the bottom.
So the
Provisional SLS.
There'll be certain ones you cannot vote for because they're not
Right
listed.
here, right, is what she was saying, they voted in that, so it should have been your region, so yours.
Just put the new precinct up here. If there's
Yes,
not,
that should be
there's
the
no
precinct they're registered.
there's just not a number here that we're
They
not.
won't let us know before
And
they.
if you want provisional, it's what you're submitting.
In the box.
Yes. Yes, sir. Let me double check that. Do you not have a one?
All we got is 3s.
Number 3.
And we're out of threes. We're using them all.
They had filled out one, but they moved it.
Well, this one, I don't know. Oh, I didn't see this one. Where did this one come from? Was that one of the 3? There was 4. Oh, there was 4. I only gave them 3 ballots. Oh, I didn't see this one. Okay, that's fine. Hold on, let's see. What's the address? I didn't, yeah, you snuck that one in on me, didn't you? That's okay. So Ben Salem would have gotten a 1. Well, it doesn't. There's my little card. I think they would have. Yeah, Ben Salem, so. So they need a 1. Let me go grab a 1. Okay, so she's gonna get that for
All
you.
right, and,
Okay.
and I'll just put,
So you'll write in the top box of the 1, provisional, and then write BEN for Ben Salem, because that's where they
Okay.
should have voted.
all right,
And then you'll have to stamp original on
On the
this
other.
and duplicate on the other.
I can do that.
And then obviously you'll see where there's races on the ballot that you're gonna get that aren't on here.
Yeah,
And
right,
yeah.
I just-
We got to vote for a lot of people, didn't we? I was still running last night. I used to just put a check mark
I know.
next to the bill. Yeah, really, they work. I'm just- I got the whole world certified. So, that's right.
And adult coloring's so popular these days.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
Yep. Here's another one. Anybody?
Be careful what you ask for.
Seems to me there were quite a number of those yesterday.
I didn't know.
These type.
I think there are 8, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
And like 5 of us working on it. Susan, will you check over this one for me?
Absolutely, please.
Thank you.
She's got.
It was ready to go after I checked it, right, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Elizabeth, what is that little consternation for?
Well, because I wrote down the number of things that I counted here. And, I was trying to figure out what our numbers should be. That was the calculator, the wheels were turning, and just not getting me anywhere.
I saw it from over here.
See the smoke? It's supposed to be sunny by afternoon.
Because I got another warning of flash flooding in Moore County on the way over here. I thought we were.
Okay. So. Do you want this? I was off one, check counter 125, but, you know, you also have to count the partials. And so I'm assuming that I made a mistake.
I was gonna say, I may have, but that's, okay.
With all of these.
And I went, I'm gonna double check on it. I checked.
Is that what you have?
Yes.
I mean, I checked and brought up the X.
Plus 8 is gonna be that.
That, yeah, you need to count.
These are my favorite words.
That I was gonna count.
Mhm. And you have that we approved this one, we had pending, but I have a check mark next to it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I changed it.
Thanks. Doesn't have, it has no bow on it. It doesn't have a bow on it.
We give what we can.
She's not here. There she is. Welcome.
At 134.
All right.
That good?
Is it right?
134.
Okay. Woo. Yes.
So now what?
I don't know.
Okay. What time, when do we do that challenge?
It's at 11. And it was that, I think, was his already.
No.
So I can't close this out.
So how many people voted?
That's my favorite answer, sorry. I think we were up to almost 80%, like 78 something. With this last little bit, I don't know. But we were close to 80%.
Considering the fact that that many people
That's
were
pretty good.
processed and we had one major discussion. That's great. I'm very happy.
9 of them went really well.
And so many challenges. It's
Considering, yes.
challenging,
Yes.
many challenges.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Almost 80%, that's pretty good. Wow.
Thank you, Kim, for helping.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
So.
The foundation of the election is right here.
Well, And no major controversies, which is nice.
What was your question, Angela? Does this meeting then end and then you come back to the 11 o'clock? Is that what? Because I can't close this out, right?
Right. And then what we do with
The
that.
challenge
I'm
is
just gonna leave.
first for
And are y'all okay with me leaving it turned on?
Yes.
Cover
Yep. I can. Okay. Would y'all rather do that, leave the ballot box in there?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, right.
Richard, you have one of those law books, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of obsolete, but you know, good paperweight.
Good kill flies.
So give Susan one for her birthday. Put a bow on it. I've got one. Thank you.
The original.
I was looking at it last night, actually.
Put them in that tub.
So now we're sitting here until 11 o'clock or doing something until 11? That's not enough time to leave, right?
Well, then, since you have all this time to kill, let me present you with your present. And if, one of the things I cherish the most, I'm giving to you.
Yeah.
You see that clip in there?
That had to have torn your heart apart to part with one of your favorite clips.
It's killing me.
I am
But I think-
so touched. Richard, see my gift? Angela, will you check with her and ask
I
her?
just did, so she said you're good to adjourn this one,
Okay,
and then we'll
be back at 11.
be back at 11.
All right. This was fun, guys. But I think that our numbers are counting. I think things are looking good, and we will adjourn this board meeting and have another one at 11.
It says you gotta hear the challenge on the day set